with every heartbeat. We remember this man. He wanted us to enjoy the pure Italian engine sound. The history of Lamborghini is one of the most fascinating stories. How one poor Italian boy went from being a farmer and a prisoner of war into building a multi-billion-dollar car brand. The story begins in 1916 when Ferruccio was born into a humble farmer family. Growing up on his family's farm, he found his niche in the farmstead's workshop, tinkering with tools and machines. He left primary school to attend a technical institute, and after receiving his license in 1934, Ferruccio was hired on a factory commissioned to produce army vehicles. When World War II broke out in Italy, Lamborghini was drafted by the Italian Royal Air Force as an experienced mechanic. In 1943, after the Battle of Rhodes, he stayed on the German-occupied island and opened his first mechanical repair shop. In 1946, he returned to Italy and noticed the local farmers struggling to farm their land without tractors, which they could not afford. It was then that he had an idea of building inexpensive, affordable, and easily repairable tractors. Lamborghini presented his tractor and sold 11 right away. Young man used all the knowledge and skill he had acquired over years, and in the time he successfully managed his business. So, how did Lamborghini Car Company started? In fact, Ferruccio owned a Ferrari 250 GT himself. It all started with an insult when Ferruccio Lamborghini challenged Enzo Ferrari by claiming that his tractor has a better clutch than his Ferrari. This comment didn't sit well with Ferrari, so he replied to Lamborghini, "Let me make cars, you stick to making tractors," thinking he was a mere farmer and didn't understand the craftsmanship or engineering behind creating a great sports car. Outraged by this response, Ferruccio Lamborghini vowed, "I'll show you how to make a sports car." The automotive war has begun between both legends, and the only thing that was on Ferruccio's mind is to be or not to be. The first Lamborghini, a 350 GTV, was designed by Franco Scaglione. The prototype, produced in only 4 months, was exhibited at the 1963 Turin Motor Show. Their first production vehicles were the 350 GT, followed later by the 400 GT. Both cars got the screaming Italian V12. Then, Lamborghini produced the big boy who led them to be one of the best Italian car brands.
That make us happy, and there are cars where happy exists.
The Miura. It was the fastest production road car. Rear engine, lightweight, and too much power. That means if you don't know what you're doing, you could drive it to your own death. This wasn't a race car. This was a normal sports car sold to anyone with big balls and enough money. Just like the Carrera GT later, it was a killer machine. But just as Lamborghini was hitting its peak, it seems that Ferrari was at its peak as well. At the same time, Ferrari was making the biggest competitor of the Miura. The Ferrari 365. This car got a naturally aspirated V12 engine too. Unfortunately, Lamborghini was sold to Chrysler in 1987, leaving Ferruccio with a big bag of money and a legacy of creating a new Italian supercar that left everyone shocked. In 1998, the Volkswagen Group purchased the brand. Lamborghini's journey started in the workshop on his family's farm, took him from building tractors out of old military vehicles' spare parts to some of the world's finest luxury sports cars. What differentiated Lamborghini from the others was his revenge and the success he made through the 1960s. It's impossible until we fail. If we fail searching for greatness.